Hey, so you have Cutco?
I do.
How long have you had your Cutco for?
Like probably 5 or 6 years.
5 or 6 years? Still
Yeah.
kind of a little Cutco kid then?
Yeah,
Nice job though.
absolutely.
You got the knives. That's great.
Yeah.
Well, if you want, I don't know if you know this, but customers actually wrote into the factory asking us to make some new knives to complement the things you kind of already have. If you want, I could kind of show you what those are. You can maybe add on to your collection.
Sure, you can show me.
Okay, great. Well, people kind of usually start out with something like this over here, some of the knives from this area, right? So a lot of people said we really do like our little paring knife that we have. It's a great tool for peeling and paring, but it's a little too short to separate apples and potatoes sometimes. So they kind of wanted us to make a longer blade to be able to separate through that stuff. So pretty much my wife's favorite knife. She uses it all the time. We have 2 of them in our set. And they also say we like our chopping tool for all the bigger jobs, but Cutco customers, they kind of wrote in asking for like a little bit of a smaller blade that's a little more practical for like everyday use. And that's the mini chopper right here that we have.
Oh.
This one, yeah. So it feels a little bit lighter in your hands.
That's really light.
When you're using it. Yeah, and they also made a bagel knife, a barbecue cleaver here. And this is, have you ever seen this before, the soft foods knife?
No.
No? Okay. Well, here, take the trimmer.
Looks like a cheese knife.
We'll use this all the time, right, the trimmer?
Yeah.
It's actually for more than cheese, yeah. Just go ahead over here and make a chip off the potato. Just kind of slice through that. And then go ahead and use this to do the same exact thing. It's more for like tomatoes, lemons, limes, avocados.
That was really
Just
easy.
so you know, just how that cuts the cheese, this does the melons, mangoes, cantaloupes, watermelons, any type of things like that. Just like that does that. This one does your squash, jicama, sweet potatoes, like the root vegetables, frozen meat. You get out ground beef and chicken, literally cut it in half. Feel how heavy it is. And just like that, and this how this cuts the soft foods you just cut with. This also cuts the raw meats the same, like 3 to 4 times easier than the other knives that even Cutco makes. Like cut open chicken, put garlic, do stir fry, trim fat off things. So like these 4 knives are just like not like anything else you have in your collection. They're just different tools for that particular type of job, and it makes it sometimes even 4 or 5 times easier for that particular job that it's doing. All right, and then also my 2 favorite knives that Cutco makes as well are this little curved paring knife here, the bird's beak paring knife. On the cutting board, only the tip of it, I just don't have it, otherwise I wouldn't have said bird's beak, but the tip here, how the normal paring knife will actually wear it on the cutting board?
Yeah.
Well, this one over here actually doesn't even touch, and then kind of go over the just however you close the bird's beak. And then this is my other favorite knife, the veggie knife, because you can't really chop onions and peppers that easily. They're just kind of like large. So what we did is we made a knife where you can actually just make slices off on the cutting board with it. You cut the potato there with it, and then you can chop afterwards as well. You can mince things. You can even grab this and kind of just push through it all, and then transplant all the veggies with it and dump it into the into your salad. Also, it's not like a cleat. Feel how heavy this is?
Oh wow.
Yeah, this is more of like an everyday knife.
Oh, yeah.
It's used for everything. So basically, that's the upgrade. I mean, what a lot of people do is they kind of like some of the newer pieces because we use them so much. If you want, I could kind of show you how the upgrade works.
Sure, you can show me.
Okay, cool. So you want me to show you how that works then?
Yeah.
The complete set. Okay.
Yeah, sure.
So like this is what this is what comes in. If you look at the sheet here, what normally comes in the complete set, and a lot of times when people buy sets of knives and things like that, they probably just don't use half the knives in them. I mean, when you look at your set, you probably don't carve every day. You don't butcher pigs and chickens that much. So what I've done is I've actually started to customize the upgrades for my customers, so you get way more value. Just don't buy from anyone else. Okay. So instead of you probably don't need another bread knife. You already have the bread knife, right?
Yeah.
So we'll put this one in here. You know how the trimmer, like the front part, will wear out a little bit sometimes? So we actually made a knife where the tip doesn't dull, and so it stays sharp a lot longer. Plus it's twice as wide for citrus and things, so it cuts like lemons, limes, oranges, apples a lot easier. You probably use this more than like another bread knife, right?
Probably.
Okay, so this is the Santoku trimmer here. You're probably just not going to use this that much, but I'm sure you kind of liked this one, right?
Yeah.
This just kind of sits in our drawer, so you probably use that more. And then you already have 2 big choppers right now, so it'll probably benefit you more to put in. Do we even have Santoku? Oh, there is. Sweet. Probably benefit more to put like more of the everyday chopper in there as well. So by taking out like $400 not even using, putting in the things you are going to use, you get way more value out of the upgrade. Plus, on top of that, if you look at how the deal is set up here, you take like the value of the complete set itself, the $3,000 here, minus the $1,400, which is those kind of like what you have. If you don't have the whole set, it's okay. I'll just give you credit for it anyways. It doesn't matter. That way you get the discount, and then it comes out to be this here. And then what I'll do is, if you have like, I can give you an even better deal. Just don't buy from anyone else. Remember that. Do you have like a couple old knives you don't use at home, like Farberware, Chicago, just some crappy old things.
Yeah.
Okay. Hold on to that plus the block for me. Like I said, you get credit for your block. So I'll grab those when I come sharpen your knives next. Just don't don't throw them away or anything like that. So hold on to the old knives. We trade them into us. We use those to train our new people, like how to cut rope and leather. They can see how much easier Cutco cuts, and they get a lot more value out of the knives. So you just hold those, and we give you $165 off of the upgrade. So it makes it only $1,430 for the whole upgrade. Plus you're getting your knives customized for free for you, and I'll just ship it for you for free. And instead of like $350 a month, it's only $286. So basically a couple Cutco knives a month is what you got to budget to do it, and you'll probably use those more than a lot of the things you even have now. So that's kind of how upgrade works. What do you think?
I like it. Probably need to run it by my wife. She's the one that does most of the cooking.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I totally forgot to tell you that the 15-day trial, because most of the time people aren't here, like with their significant other, you got to talk to them and make the decision that way.
Yeah.
So we just created the 15-day trial, so you put the $286 down so you can try them out. I didn't tell you that?
No.
Oh, and then you guys she can actually feel it and cut and see how they work and everything. And then if for some reason she's not as excited as you are, we just exchange it for something else or just return it. Send you like a prepaid label of ARS tag, UPS, and then just sends it back for you. But yeah, so that way you guys can do that. Here, what color did you want your block in? Did you want it to look kind of like the darker, or you think what's your cabinets? Are they darker or lighter?
Darker, probably.
Darker. Yeah. And then what do you want to do with the knife handles? Do you want like black ones or more like the lighter color on the handles?
I'm pretty sure it's black.
You guys do? Okay, here. Yeah, just do this little highlighted area right here for me, and then I'll take care of the rest of that for you. Get that kind of set up for you. Okay. If it's someone who's if you're more like against what I've been saying, and you're not like, oh, it's cool, or you're just like whatever, and you're more like into one knife. If you want, I could show you what the upgrade is and how much how it works if you want.
Like, how much is this one?
Yeah, actually, there's really two ways to upgrade here at the event. One is where people get all the knives, but you probably wouldn't even use all of those, right?
No.
The other way is just where people actually get to pick what they want, the 5 pieces they'd use the most. So if you had to really, I know it can be hard, just minimize though down to only 5. What would be the 5 you'd actually use the most out of all of these?
Probably that one. Probably the bowie knife. Really like that one.
A lot of people stop after like 3, so you can stop. What do you think between like, would you use more like a melon knife or more like a bad boy like Hardy slicers, being hard to cut?
This is good
Squash and like the hard things, frozen stuff.
Yeah, probably
that. Okay. And would you use this one or this one? Just choose, and then okay, we have 5. Great. Then close. Cool.